Watching a modern live broadcast is, it's really a lot like watching a complex magic trick.
Oh, absolutely. There is just a ton happening right behind the curtain that the audience never sees.
Right. And if the broadcast is that magic trick, well, the camera is basically the ultimate wand. So, welcome to today's deep dive. Our mission today for you is to really decode the Bolin Technology N7-220X PTZ camera. You can find it over at HDTVSupply.
Yeah, we're taking all these dense technical specs and, trying to translate them into a clear picture of how live production actually works today.
Exactly. Okay, let's unpack this. We're looking at a camera that costs $1,395, right?
Roughly $1,400.
And it rocks a Sony CMOS sensor and a 20x optical zoom. But I really have to ask you this. At that price tag, we are talking about a 1080p camera.
We are, yeah.
So in a world where everyone is just completely obsessed with 4K smartphone cameras, why in the world is a 1080p camera nearly $1,400?
Well, it's because in the Pro AV world, reliability and flexibility will always trump raw pixel counts. Your smartphone shoots stunning 4K, sure, but...
It looks great on Instagram.
Exactly. But try running that smartphone feed straight into a live switcher for 3 straight hours?
Yo, it would just overheat and die.
Right. It will overheat, drop frames, and just completely ruin the broadcast. In live environments, you aren't really paying for resolution. You are paying for concurrent processing power.
Okay, that makes sense.
And what's fascinating here is this specific feature Bolin calls true dual output.
Yeah, I actually saw that in the specs when we were prepping, but I honestly don't get the hype at all. I mean, doesn't any basic $10 splitter let you send video to 2 different places?
Well, no. A splitter just clones an electrical signal. True dual output is an entirely different beast.
Oh, really?
Yeah, this camera is simultaneously running 2 distinct processing pipelines internally.
Wait, at the exact same time?
At the exact same time. It's encoding a highly compressed IP stream-like NDI HX3 while natively generating an uncompressed baseband signal right out of the HDMI or the 3G SDI ports.
Oh, wow. So it's handling different formats and frame rates all internally.
Exactly. And it does all that without taxing the main processor to the point of dropping frames.
Ah, okay, so it's really acting as a bridge then. You can feed your traditional hardware switchers via SDI while simultaneously, pushing an IP stream to a modern web setup.
That is exactly it. Plus, you have standard USB 2.0 on there. It's just a massive amount of connectivity.
But hold on, pumping out all those formats simultaneously, that creates a massive bottleneck if your network drops, right?
They can, yeah.
So how does the camera keep that stream alive over a jittery public internet connection? The specs highlight that it's SRT ready.
Right, secure, reliable transport.
Yeah. So is SRT basically a VIP police escort for your video packets through a public internet traffic jam?
That is a fun way to picture it, but not quite an escort. It's actually more like a highly efficient postal tracking system. Oh, okay. Yeah, SRT doesn't magically clear the traffic jam on a public network. Instead, it instantly recognizes if a packet got lost in that jam.
And then what? It just finds it?
It re-requests it. And it does it so incredibly fast and buffers it so cleanly that the viewer watching at home never actually sees a stutter.
That makes perfect sense. So it's really about rapid packet recovery, not just, clearing a path.
Exactly. And once you have that rock-solid IP stream, the remote control capabilities actually become usable.
Right. Usable and, I imagine, highly precise.
Oh, very. Through the camera's web UI, a remote producer can use this color matrix feature to independently adjust the gain and hue for RGB CMY.
But wait, doing that remotely over an IP network, doesn't that usually introduce nasty latency? I mean, it's impossible to properly color match a multi-camera shoot if your adjustments take like 2 seconds to show up on your monitor.
Well, that's where the hardware integration matters, because the camera handles that processing natively and uses those low latency protocols we just talked about. The remote operator gets near real-time visual feedback.
Oh, that's huge.
It is. And since the N7-220X utilizes PoE+, you are completely streamlining the studio footprint.
Oh, right. Power over Ethernet.
Yeah. You drop one single KT6 cable, and you immediately have power, NDI control, and those resilient SRT streams all going at once.
Okay, so synthesizing all this for you listening at home. The Bolin N7-220X isn't just a lens on a motor. It is essentially a complete budget-friendly networking hub.
Yeah, built on their Blue Line platform.
Right. Merging high-end studio baseband control with incredibly resilient IP streaming.
It gives you the exact tools you need to pull off a flawless live production,
Yeah.
but without the traditional cable mess.
And a massive upgrade in remote flexibility,
Uh-huh.
which actually brings up a wild final thought for you to mull over.
Oh, here we go.
The source notes that this camera allows full remote PTZ control and video viewing over an IP network via a simple HTML5 web browser. No plugins needed.
Completely native in the browser.
Exactly. So if broadcast quality hardware can now be completely operated from a standard browser, how long until the traditional, crowded, multi-million-dollar studio control room is entirely replaced by a single producer sitting in a coffee shop thousands of miles away just running the whole show?